I uploaded a what I knit in 2024 video last year, so this is my what I knit in 2025 video. I knit quite a few things this year and I have a list so that I don't get confused. I think I'm gonna start with non-sweater cardigan items, like socks and mittens and whatever else I made, and then move into sweaters and then like some other things that I knit. So we'll start with socks. I started the year with these socks. These are the Sunday socks by Petite Knit, and I think I knit them in Perfect by Sandisk Yarn, which I have to say is not, I wouldn't use this again to knit socks. This sock pattern is like a DK or worsted weight, so it's a bit thicker than your average sock, which I don't know, they're not super wearable, I find, especially with like shoes. Even like I was wearing them with Birkenstocks, not ideal. It was very uncomfortable, and like I don't even know how to describe it. It just felt uncomfortable to step on, and a little itchy. So I think the pattern was good. My mom made the exact same ones. I just not obsessed with them. I think maybe they be better in a softer yarn, or like I think if you knit them in like Malabrigo Rios, they could be good. I think they might pill a lot, but yeah, maybe I should just try and wear them like not in shoes. But like you can't even walk on them. Like this is just, it's just so uncomfortable. Anyways, these socks, amazing. I love them so much. I won first place for them at the fair, my local fair, and they're the Hibernal socks by Summer Lee, and they're just these, it's this beautiful like faux cabling. I love it so much. And the yarn is Cascade Heritage. I love it so much. They're so nice. It's an incredibly soft yarn. Ugh, amazing. Love them. So I haven't worn these a lot because I just think they're too pretty to wear, but I really like them. I made these at the beginning of the year for a winter themed like murder mystery party. These are the Reading Mitts by Susie Rogers, and I think I used the Michaels like Luxe Merino yarn. Yeah, I held it with one strand of mohair all the way through. I think these are so cute. They're so wintry and cute. So there's those. And then I made these mittens. They're the Cura mittens by Groo's Knits, and I made them in green and pink because Wicked was coming out and I wanted like Wicked mittens, and I just felt like the little design kind of looks like sparkly vibe. I love these so much. So these are my Wicked mittens. Yeah, these are knit in the Filcolana Peruvian. It's like an Aran weight yarn, and I love them so much. They're so cute. This yarn is pretty soft too. I think I am gonna knit a cardigan with this year. The last item I have in the socks, mittens, and slippers category are slippers. I did make the sailor slippers this year. I used the Lion brand roving yarn. I held it double and it turned out great. And then I got the Rico's sock stuff and it matched the gray perfectly, so no slipping, and you can't even see it. So yes, these turned out great and they're so cute and I love them. So there's the sailor slippers, obviously. Moving on to headwear, I have a few items. I didn't make any hats this year, but I do have like a couple bandanas and a headband. I made the May bandana by Studio Annalise. I made two of these, and there's one major difference. For this green one, I think I sized down half a size. I couldn't tell you what size needle I used. I don't know what the pattern calls for, but this is definitely smaller than what the pattern said because I wanted it to turn out smaller, but the yarn, I wasn't accounting for the yarn weight. The gauge is too tight and stiff and it makes the nice edge look really bad. So I reknit that in a different color in the recommended needle size, and it turned out wonderful and I'm obsessed with it. I'll put it on to show you. I can kind of hold them up against each other too to show you how the size differed, but like The other one just looks so much better. The one that I use, the correct needle size, looks so much better. So I'll show you that one. I love it so much. I knit it to prevent my head from getting a sunburn in the summer, and it did just that. It worked perfectly, and I can't wait to knit more next summer. I think I want like a pink one. I think it'd be really cute. So there's that. My only other headwear thing is this headband. The seam is basically in the center of it, so you don't even see it anyways, and it's called the Lena headband by Rochelle Bardella. So it was free on Ravelry, so I'll link all the patterns below so you can just access them easily. But I wanted a headband to wear to go on like winter walks. I'll be wearing it a lot more once the weather gets a little bit warmer and I can take my dog on a walk again. Definitely be wearing this. I'm gonna get into my sweaters now, which is the most exciting part. This is the O2 cardigan by Spectacle Strick. It's this just brioche pattern, and I did run out of yarn, and the yarn store I bought it from didn't have any more. It was Cascade 220 held with, I think, the Sandnes Garn mohair, and I ran out of the 220. It was 220 Sport, and they didn't have any more in the gray color. But on my little ski trip thing that I went on, I went to a yarn store there and I bought the superwash version of that yarn, and it was the exact same color. So one sleeve is knit in a little bit of superwash. You don't even know. I don't know. I think it's the sleeve. This feels a bit softer. It was a learning curve to learn brioche and do like decreases in brioche, but I think it turned out really nice. I wish it was a bit longer, but other than that, I think it's very nice. And the sleeves have like this, like, I guess it's not that bad. It's like this little decrease moment kind of thing. Overall, I'm happy with this cardigan. I'm really proud of myself for knitting it. Next, we have my Lakes pullover, which might be my favorite. No, I don't think it's my favorite. My favorite's still to come. One of my favorites from this year. This is in Highland Alpaca by Estelle Yarns. It's the tweed one, I think. Highland Alpaca Tweed by Estelle Yarns. Sweater, just like, if I don't know what to wear, it's just so beautiful. Like, I love the saddle shoulders. So cute. This is her. I love it so much. It's not that itchy. Like, this yarn is on the softer side, but I do think if you're sensitive to itch, it could be a little bit itchy. The next one I have on my list is the Clematis sweater. I really wanted this exact blue color because I felt like it matched my eyes really well. I do think I could have made it a bit longer. I just didn't want to do it the full length, so I kind of over cropped it, but I still think it turned out very cute, and it's pretty soft. So, but this is the blouse number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I've been wanting to knit this for a while, and I knit it in the Linné yarn by Sandnes Garn. So it also is kind of short too, and I might add to the length next summer, but I think it turned out very cute and I like it a lot. This next sweater is the Inga sweater by Knitters and Friends, and it's in, I don't even know what the yarn is anymore. I can't remember her. It's like a cotton wool blend. Oh, it's so perfectly oversized as well. I love it so much. So this is her. It's really cute. The sleeves also have like a cool decreasing on the outside, which I really like. So I think it's so cute. I made this with leftover mohair from my Clematis sweater. It's the Sadie top by Woozy by Celine, and I think it looks so pretty in the summer with like a tube top or a tank top. So yes, it's knit on like these bigger-ish needles, I think like 6mm maybe, with like mohair weight yarn. And then I did knit one cable sweater this year, and it was the Dagmar sweater, and I believe I used Fisherman's Wool by Lion Brand. I don't like this sweater. I'm thinking I'm gonna take it apart and knit it into a cardigan of some sort. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me, but I don't like it as of right now. But this is how it turned out. I find that the sleeves are very weird. They kind of curve weird, but this is my Dagmar. I think it's beautiful. I think I did a good job at the cabling, but I just don't like it. And I got second place for this in the fair. Now, this is my favorite sweater of 2025, and I think I'm gonna knit either another winter's pullover or just another sweater with this yarn I engage. This is the Briggs & Little Heritage yarn. I think it's so nice. I love it so much. Yes, it's so rustic and beautiful, and I've been wanting to replace a black turtleneck that I have from H&M, and this is like above and beyond. Like, this is so much better than that one. I also like that I can like wear the collar tucked in and it looks just as cute, and it kind of pushes it away from my neck a little bit more because it is kind of itchy, but I'm not very sensitive to it. So this is the best sweater I knit this year. I love it so much. And then I also have these shorts that I made. I followed Minigrew Studios tutorial video, which I followed many times before, but I altered it to be a folded over elastic band waist, and then I did stripes, and then I also did like this technique to fold over the hem and have it look like stockinette. I just did like a purl row followed by the same amount of knit rows on the back, and then folded it and sewed it down, and I think it turned out really cute. Okay, I made a couple things for my dog to match my sweaters. No, you don't need to sing. I know. She loves to sing. Okay, can you just be quiet while I talk about your sweater? I used leftover of the Highland alpaca tweed yarn that I used for my Lakes pullover. So this is the Portland Raglan dog sweater. It's free. It's the perfect little, I call it like her baba. Like, it's a little baba sweater for a dog. I love it so much. So cute. Here is her second sweater. It's also the Portland Raglan dog sweater or whatever. Here she is in her little turtleneck. This is in Briggs & Little Heritage, just like my winter's pullover. I'm obsessed with this. I think it's the cutest thing ever. I love it when she wears it. Look at that. Do you like it, Scarlett? And it matches my headband that I made. And it's got like a little pom-pom. So I'm gonna let her go now because she's not upset. You're not upset? You okay? Is it just too close to your face? This is the Doggo Hood formula. You just input all of your dog's measurements, and then it tells you the stitch count and whatever to knit it. I did venture into my knitting machine a little bit more this year. This I made almost entirely on my knitting machine. It is pretty cropped. It's just like a variegated yarn. I knit the cuffs by hand and also the collar. This was the first sweater that I made on my knitting machine that I feel like turned out well. I did make kind of like a cardigan type thing when I first started, but this one is actually wearable, I think. I believe that is everything that I knit this year. I don't know how it compares to last year. I don't really care, but yeah. I can't wait to knit more this year, and hopefully I can document some of that because I did not do that last year. That's all I have for today. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the things that I knit this year, and hopefully I will have some more videos out soon. Okay, that's all. Bye.